What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you all for tuning in. It's your boy, Matty B, and we're coming to you not quite live, but we're coming to you from Las Vegas. We're out here at a shady Motel 6. I'm just about to leave to head to the Speedway, but I figured it'd be a fun time to just go over a few thoughts and tell you guys what I saw yesterday on Friday for the free practices. Got to do the track walk. Got to see two practices from both classes, so just a few thoughts, nothing too crazy. But before I do, got to give a huge thank you to my channel sponsors, Sirius Studio and ASV Inventions. Huge thank you to them, and thank you to all you guys, everybody that tuned in yesterday to watch my SMX coverage. It means a lot to me, and really helps me be able to get to these races and do what I love for a living. If I'm not getting any views, not making any money, and I can't travel, so huge thank you to everybody that tuned in. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into some thoughts about yesterday. First off, I haven't really talked about it much, but I did briefly mention it before Charlotte, but I actually did get media access for these. I had some people asking about why I had no access because I was in the stands yesterday, but for free practice, that's kind of the best view for me to get the whole track and whole laps and stuff like that, so that's why I was in the stands yesterday. But believe it or not, even since Charlotte, I actually got a bit of an upgrade. In Charlotte, I wasn't really allowed a whole lot of places, really. We were new on the scene, we were new to the contract and all, but yeah, we got an upgrade this time. Now I think I pretty much get to go almost anywhere, or at least where everybody else gets to go. So that'll be really cool. You guys can stay tuned for some actual trackside footage from me today. I'm pretty excited to get some new angles. But yeah, then we can jump into some thoughts about the track. Honestly, you guys, if you've seen the videos, there's a lot of talk about the switchbacks and the chicanes after the finish line, and I feel like those couple of sections have kind of ruined everybody's thoughts of the track, because I feel like most of the track is actually super sick. Like, there's some sweet jumps. That table to single over the bridge is cool. That step down at first looked super death defying. I was thinking they needed to put a shark pit or a ring of fire or something over there, but after practice, or excuse me, after track walk, they cut the landing down. It wasn't near as bad after that, and the guys all just greased it first try, so wasn't really a problem there. But a lot more of an outdoor style track. It's pretty fast. It's huge. I mean, the old iPhone, the lens can barely get the back section, but yeah, a lot of wide open, fast sections. I walked the track yesterday. There's tons of different kinds of dirt. There's mulch, there's sawdust, there's regular Vegas desert crap, there's sand, you name it, it's somewhere out there. There's probably nails and concrete somewhere if you look hard enough. But yeah, most of the track I think is sick. I feel like it looks fun to ride. The people I talked to said it was fun to ride, and even last weekend and this weekend, compared to Charlotte where it was rut city and everybody's life was flashing before their eyes, I really feel like they've liked these last couple of rounds, and it looks fun. It's just those couple of chicanes after the finish line could not be any more one line, single file goat trail nationals. So if they leave it how it's going to be yesterday, those sections are going to be brutal. I mean, there's no chance anybody's doing anything to pass or anything like that. But I did read somewhere this morning that the officials and everybody, we're going to take a look at that and see if they could do anything. So maybe we'll see them throw in a split lane, something like that, just anything really, because all it was inside to inside, step on. You couldn't even really step on, step off over there because it's so tight. But yeah, it's all just stick to the inside. I don't even think Vince Freeze could find an opening to slam somebody over there. But yeah, like I said, I'm about to head to the track here in a few minutes, so we'll check it out and see if they've done anything to modify it and open up some options. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, there was a couple of free practice sessions yesterday. As far as the 250 goes, I believe fastest time was Seth Hamaker, which not a surprise at all. The dude's been so fast all series, all season, really all year. Especially in qualifying, the dude's been laying down heaters at a lot of rounds, indoors and out. I think he had a decent, maybe half second or so gap between he and the rest of the field, and then the remainder of the top three yesterday was actually a bit of a surprise to me, because second was Triumph's Jordan Smith, third was Ryder DiFrancesco, so a bit of an underdog top three. But then you had the other two contenders. Hayden Deegan was fourth, with Joe Shimoda right behind him in fifth. So if it ended like they I shouldn't even say qualified, but if they ended like they free practiced, your champion would be Hamaker, which he's kind of my underdog surprise. When stuff hits the fan between Sushi and Deegan, I think Seth might just be in the perfect right place, right time to hopefully grab a championship that eluded him in Supercross. And get well soon to Two Jews Beaumare. No hate, man, but I do hope that Two Jews has to watch Seth wrap this championship up, because he had a big part in taking it from him in Supercross. But yeah, that was the top five in the 250s. I didn't really see anything that stood out too much in those 250 practices. obviously these tracks, they always lend themselves to Deegan. He's launching stuff, sending it, landing to flat, but yeah, it wasn't enough to take down Hammaker. That dude, he's almost a little bit more precision surgeon like compared to Deegan's send, which is pretty crazy and cool at the same time because Seth's been a crasher for a long time, but now he's been working at the Lawrence compound, working with Michael Byrne, and the dude has ironed it out. He's looking really good, really smooth, and man, if we leave tonight and Seth Hammaker is our champion, I will be so stoked. Not to be too biased, but I'm super biased. Seth Hammaker is my guy. But then one last thought about the 250 class. I have my guy Drew Adams, total legend, and thank you to him. He ran the POV for the second practice, and he was only a couple tenths of a second off of Shimoda and Deegan. So if you want to know what it's like to almost go as fast as Sushi and Deegan, then check out my channel for some POV from the second free practice yesterday from Drew Adams. He even threw down some turn down for who, what, when, where, and hows, all for the people. So that was cool, fun to watch, and definitely fun to listen to a Pro Circuit Kawasaki bark around the speedway because we all know we didn't quite cut the mustard to exactly get a factory bike or anything close to it, so it's fun to at least be able to watch it and listen to it. But then on to the 450 class. My main thought after watching practice was that Jett looked extra mental. I videoed him doing a couple of fast laps, and he just looked like he was firing on all cylinders, like, pretty much better than ever. He was kind of similar to Deegan. I saw him doing some flat landings, landed on the back wheel into a wheelie, nasty scrubs in the outdoor section. I really wouldn't have thought that anybody would be able to touch him in the lap time department, but then I looked at the times, and we did have times, but it's just free practice. It doesn't count for anything. But I looked at the times, and actually the fastest was Hunta. I think he was 3 or 4 tenths faster than Jett, and a bummer. I actually tried to get a few videos of Hunta yesterday, but every time I panned to him to try to get a lap of him, he started going on a slow lap or backed out of it. So I hardly even saw Hunta ride yesterday, but if he went a few tenths faster than Jett, who I did see ride yesterday, then Hunta must have been doing something special. And guys, remember, it's only 6 points between Jett and Hunter, so Battle of the Brothers. It's a triple points national, so 9 points between first and second. So if Hunta wins it, no matter what Jett does, Hunta's the champ. So, I think that'd be a pretty cool upset. Jett's pretty much won everything there is to win, and he's done it pretty quickly. So to see the older brother step out of the shadow and get a win, I think that would be cool. But, man, Jett's just so damn good. Whether he's got the fast lap time or not, he'll go out there, he'll get a good start, he'll manage it. And, that's kind of what I expect to see. I really more so expect to see the fireworks in the 250 class. The 450s are a little bit more mature. I think they'll probably just let it play out, especially being that it's two brothers. That would really be something if we saw something dirty between those two. But, they kind of owned the times yesterday in the free practices. Then third was Eli Tomac. Almost forgot to mention that Tomac and Deegan, I guess Sexton too, I just didn't notice because he's the same number there, but they were all running their Motocross of Nations kit. Sexton number 4, Deegan number 5, and Tomac number 6. It almost looked like Jeremy Martin was back, dude. Another return from retirement, but Tomac was looking good. You could tell he had the scoop on because he was clutch banging and the rear would step out a little bit. And even out of the Lawrence brothers, or at least Jett, I didn't quite see close enough to see whether he had a scoop on or not, but I saw the rear end stepping out quite a bit. So I can only assume those guys are trying to scoop for the start and then just deal with it on the rest of the track. But Tomac had third fastest time, Sexton had fourth fastest time, and then Justin Cooper was right there in fifth. After that, not really too sure. I've been busy as can be trying to edit, get short clips done, long clips, you name it. We're trying to get it done out here, but it's been a busy trip, but a fun trip thus far. We did the trip as cheap as possible. That's why we're out here at a Motel 6 National. We are nowhere near the strip. That thing's probably 20 or 30 minutes from here as the damn crow flies. But we're not too far from the speedway, about to head out, get some lunch, go get there, and get everything ready for the day. Get ready to go out and grind. But like I said, we'll be trackside, so stay tuned for all the footage I can give you guys from that. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys all that have watched in the last day or two. It means a lot, and it's helping keep us going here. And let's get the gates dropped and let's get the racing started. I can't wait.